Okay, so here I am, still under that tree, and this is actually where I normally lay with my head down to the roots, and if I just flick the camera up, and that's the tree. I love it here so much, and it's so much like medicine for me to be here and to connect to nature and clearly to myself. And whatever I'm feeling, I just sit here and I close my eyes, and I just somehow it just dissolves. And that's really something to remember when it comes to nature, that if there's one thing that can completely take away any stresses, any aspects of self that are inauthentic, and that's nature. Any toxic feelings, there's no payback. There's, nature's not going to be upset with you. In fact, that's what nature's here for. That's what Mother Nature's here for. That's why it's so important to spend time near trees or grass, anything green, flowers and other animals, just so we can completely surrender and breathe. If we breathe, take deep breaths and breathe deeply into the center of the planet, and as we breathe out, allow any anxiety, any resistance to leave the body. And as we breathe in this beautiful, sublime healing energy from the planet. And you can also do it the other way, as we breathe energy in from the sun or from the universe. You can visualize a star or a galaxy or some place, and you breathe in the energy coming in through your crown chakra. It's a wonderful way of also healing all the chakras within. So anyway, I was talking about vulnerability, and for those people who've been on the path for such a long period of time, we continue to shed, and we realize as soon as we begin, actually, we begin to realize that there are so many layers, and when you initially start working on yourself, you think, yeah, I'm healed, oh, that was a quantum release, and then maybe a few months later, a few years later, you actually realize, as you carry on working, hopefully, that you get to a deeper level. And with the areas that we've kept top secret and hidden away and protected, these areas of our vulnerability, we continue to acknowledge deeper aspects of that and go into the full depth. And I think if you're actually able to have the courage to look even deeper into those areas right at the beginning, then you do have the possibility of freeing yourself from that once and for all. So I would suggest that at this time of the turning of the seasons and turning of the ages, actually, to completely go for it. And we have an opportunity at the moment, autumn, this period now of October, we have a quantum period of accelerated clearing and healing. There is so much love, there's so much that is being lightened up, and we're being given quantum grace, a period of sheer grace. Not grace as in we don't have to do anything, but an opportunity to reach out to our loved ones, to open up, to share, to clear, to heal. And also, as we move now into autumn, for those of us who are experiencing autumn, going into autumn, or in some parts of the world, I suppose it would be spring, to really embrace this this change and this shift, and experience what is being harvested, or what seeds are being planted, and I'm aware that there's so much now that's being harvested, and that we so clearly have a choice now what it is we're going to believe about ourselves, and that there really is a purity and a beauty of being within us, this real sense of love and giving. But anyone who is in real denial of their own shadow and their own core self is just postponing an inevitable imploding or exploding, or postponing an inevitable situation. And I wouldn't want anyone to suffer during this. And I would much rather have people have a true awakening through surrendering to self, rather than have a rude awakening whereby they are completely lost and they feel so vulnerable that the possibility of sharing that with another person, because their ego or their cover will be busted, and they feel that they're the only ones, that they do something silly. And I'm doing this podcast so people can actually realize that this is actually a normal process, and that the most difficult thing is when we realize that we've been living a life of illusion and delusion, and actually putting on masks and playing the part of plenty like everyone else is, and faking it until we make it. But you never really do make it if you're faking it. The only true way of making it is by getting naked and by stripping all of that away. And that is a very personal job and an intimate job that happens with yourself. And if you're lucky, you can share that with another person. And if you have the courage to do the work yourself, it really is a time of thanksgiving and harvesting and clearing. Springtime, all the seasons wrapped up into one. It's an alchemical process once again. I wish you all well. And for those of you who are clearing, for those of you who are healing, I urge you to continue to surrender and to open, and know how magnificent you are. Know how beautiful you are. Know that this process, everything has led to this time, however long it has been for you. And know that everything is fine, and that you are beautiful right from the inside out. I know that I see you. I see you as I see myself, and the more that I surrender to my true homecoming, to my true calling here on the planet, the more these things will fall away, and the more I embrace, and the more I accept and surrender those things that have not really served me. And we are the ones we've been waiting for. We are the ones that can move forward in this movement of love and stepping into our sovereignty, so other people can know it's okay to be exactly who they are. Particularly men, as they have forged forward all these different types of ways of being. And as men begin to integrate the feminine aspect of themselves, they are able to free themselves from bondage, of their own doing. So, and the same as women, as we now begin to embrace the masculine and the feminine within us, all human beings embracing the masculine and the feminine, there's a real alchemy that happens, a real full homecoming. And this is the time. The time is now. Take advantage of every moment to be exactly who you are. To say yes to yourself, to say no to anything that does not serve you or does not resonate with your true heart vibration. I love you so much. Breathe, spend time in nature, spend time with your beloveds, people who you love, people who truly see you. They are true gifts right now in this world, in this time in your life. Love you, love you, love you. Be you, be you. Expand, expand, release, allow, and receive. I love you. I see the God in you. Be well. Be joy. Be happy. Till the next time. Namaste. That's been standing here. It came about through a seed and is anchored to the earth and reaches up to the skies, twisting itself into infinity, expressing itself. Does not ask for permission to be itself. Here in all its splendor and all its uniqueness, does not try to be anything than what it is. And at the same time is a complete reflection of who we are. So we can be like Mother Nature, like these trees. We can flow like the river. We can be entwined. Because we are all one. We can be as one. There really is no separation. You know? Yes, I come here every so often and I just sit by this tree. And I use this tree, I ask this tree if I can exchange energy here, where I can use this portal, which is this tree, as an avenue to ground myself and to remember myself. And I often spend quite a long period here, completely connecting. It's a form of Qigong. I connect with the energy of the tree, and as a mirror, I allow this tree to serve as a mirror for myself, and I activate the energy within myself. It is really quite something, and I allow the tree to communicate with me what movements to do. And I'm often asked to use the tree as a support as I become one with the tree, become weightless. So I'm going to leave this for now. Namaste.